Hello and welcome to this lesson on photosynthesis, how plants make food. By the end of this video, you should be able to explain how plants use light energy to produce glucose during photosynthesis, identify the reactants and products involved in photosynthesis, and describe the different ways plants use the glucose they produce. In this lesson, we will learn how plants use sunlight to make food and release oxygen, making photosynthesis one of the most important processes for life on Earth. Let's get started. Photosynthesis is one of the most important processes on Earth. It allows plants to capture energy from sunlight, make their own food, and release oxygen that living organisms depend on to survive. This process is endothermic, which means it absorbs energy from its surroundings. The energy required comes from sunlight. Inside plant cells are structures called chloroplasts. These contain chlorophyll, a green pigment that absorbs light energy from the sun. Plants use this absorbed energy to convert carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil into glucose, a type of sugar that acts as food for the plant. As this happens, oxygen is produced as a byproduct and released into the atmosphere. In simple terms, photosynthesis is the process by which plants use light energy to make carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water. Have you ever wondered where all the food in a food chain ultimately comes from? In most ecosystems, it all starts with plants. Plants are known as autotrophs because they can make their own food. Using carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil, they produce glucose, which provides the energy and materials needed for growth. Because they create their own food, plants are also called producers. A producer is an organism that forms the first trophic level in a food chain and supplies energy to the organisms above it. This is why producers are the foundation of nearly every ecosystem. Green plants and algae are common examples of producers. Without producers, there would be no source of food energy for consumers, and food chains would not be able to exist. Now that we know how plants make their own food, let's look at the word equation for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide plus water produces glucose and oxygen. This reaction can only take place when light energy is available and chlorophyll is present to absorb that energy. The equation helps us identify what goes into the process and what comes out of it. Carbon dioxide and water are the reactants, while glucose and oxygen are the products. Remember, glucose is the food produced by the plant, and oxygen is released into the environment as a byproduct. The word equation gives us a simple overview of photosynthesis, but scientists often use a balanced chemical equation to show the process more accurately. This equation shows that 6 molecules of carbon dioxide react with 6 molecules of water to produce 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. The balanced equation tells us the exact ratio of substances involved and shows that the same number of each type of atom is present on both sides of the reaction. To make food, plants need 2 essential raw materials. But have you ever wondered where these materials come from? The first is carbon dioxide, a gas found in the air. It enters the leaf through tiny openings called stomata. The second is water. This is absorbed from the soil by the roots and transported through xylem vessels up the stem and into the leaves. Once both carbon dioxide and water have reached the chloroplasts, the plant has the key ingredients needed to make food through photosynthesis. After making food, the plant is left with 2 important products, and both have vital roles to play. The first is oxygen. This oxygen diffuses out of the leaf through the stomata and enters the atmosphere. Every breath taken by humans and many other organisms depends on oxygen produced by plants. The second product is glucose. Instead of being released, this valuable sugar stays inside the plant, where it can be used as a source of energy and as a building material for growth. So one product helps support life around the plant, while the other helps support the plant itself. Let's now find out what the plant does with the glucose it has produced. Glucose is much more than just food for a plant. Once it has been produced, it can be used in several different ways to help the plant survive, grow, and reproduce. Some glucose is used in respiration, releasing the energy needed for growth, repair, and all the other processes that keep the plant alive. When more glucose is produced than is needed, the excess can be converted into starch and stored for later use. Glucose can also be converted into lipids, which are fats and oils used for long-term energy storage, particularly in seeds. Plants use glucose to make cellulose, the substance that strengthens cell walls and helps support the plant's structure. In addition, glucose combines with nitrate ions and other minerals absorbed by the roots to produce amino acids. These amino acids are then joined together to make proteins, which are essential for growth and development. As you can see, glucose is not only an energy source, but also a vital building material that helps plants grow, store energy, and stay healthy. Now let's work through some exam-style questions. You can pause the video and try it yourself. Question number 1. State the raw materials needed for photosynthesis and explain where a plant obtains them. Photosynthesis requires carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide enters the leaves through the stomata. Water is absorbed from the soil by the roots and transported to the leaves through the xylem vessels. Question number 2. Explain why photosynthesis is described as an endothermic process. Photosynthesis is an endothermic process because it absorbs energy from its surroundings. Light energy from the sun is captured by chlorophyll in the chloroplasts. This energy is used to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. Without light energy, photosynthesis cannot occur. Question number 3. Describe 3 ways a plant can use the glucose produced during photosynthesis. Plants use some glucose in respiration to release energy for life processes. Excess glucose can be converted into starch and stored for later use. Glucose can also be used to make cellulose, which strengthens plant cell walls. In addition, glucose may be converted into lipids for energy storage or combined with mineral ions to make amino acids and proteins.